Hi there, I'm Samantha from Dance Parent 101 and today we have dance story time and I am so glad you have joined me so that we can read lots of different books all about dance. Now today is one of my favourites, but I've had this book since I was a little girl and it's called Opening Night by Isadora. And I've always loved the pictures in this book as well as the story of getting ready for a performance or a recital. So exciting. On the front cover we can see all the girls and their curtains. So I think they're side stage. And they've got their costumes. What do you think the story is going to be about? Really? Let's open up and see. Hurry, hurry, Heather says. We mustn't be late. Don't worry, says her mother. We have plenty of time. The house lights are just going on. Backstage is filled with flowers. All ready for opening night, Sam the guard asks. Yes, I am, Heather says. Heather is too impatient to wait for the lift. She runs up the stairs. The third floor is crowded with trunks and crates. The usually dim halls are brightly lit. Everything looks so different. Music drifts from a rehearsal room. Heather peeks in and sees one of the ballerinas warming up. At the end of the hall is Laura's dressing room. She is Heather's favourite ballerina. Heather knocks at the door, but there is no answer. She takes a package out of her bag and places it in front of the door. Then she hurries to the children's dressing room. Heather's mother and her friend Libby are already there. Hi Heather, I saved a place for you next to me, Libby says. Heather turns on the lights around her mirror. Just like a star, her mother says, smiling. If we hurry, we can go to the canteen, Libby says. Maybe Laura will be there, Heather says hopefully. No, she won't, Libby replies. She's probably resting. Libby giggles. There's Bottom, he's so funny. Look at those tutus. I wish our costumes had tutus, Heather says. Don't be silly. Sprites never wear tutus, Libby announces. We'd better get back. They dance their way back to the dressing room. Heather puts on her kimono. She hums the music to her part. Suddenly, she's nervous. Her hands feel cold and clammy. Remember to keep your knees straight. Remember to keep your knees straight. She repeats to herself. You're first, Heather, Pete the makeup man says. He puts a rouge on her cheeks and lipstick on her lips, and dabs glitter on her eyelids. Now I really look like Laura, Heather says. In the costume room, Heather changes quickly. She clips on her antenna and stands on point. Remember, the wardrobe mistress warns, no sitting once you have your costume on. 5 minutes to curtain. On stage, everyone, the loudspeaker booms. The stagehands are making last-minute changes. How's the weather up there, Al? A voice calls to the stagehand fixing the moon. The lights grow dim. There is a hush backstage. Heather hears the audience applaud. The overture begins and the curtain rises. Stand back in the wings, cautions the ballet mistress. If you can see the audience, they can see you. Listen for your cue, the stage manager says. The music swells. "Here we go," says the lead sprite. It's time for Heather's solo. She takes a deep breath. She turns, jumps, and flies. The audience applauds. Laura, the fairy queen, quickly waves her wand and the sprites dance quickly off stage. But the excitement isn't over. In the wings, the sprites jump up and down. "You were great," Libby tells Heather. "Shh," the stage manager orders. In a quiet group, the sprites watch the rest of the performance. You can see them standing at the side of the wings, backstage there. "Everyone on stage for bows." The sprites hold hands as they take their places. The curtain rises. "I can't see anyone. It's so dark," Heather whispers. "Keep smiling. They can see you," a ballerina cautions her. "Bravo! Bravo!" cries the audience. After the final curtain, Laura goes over to Heather and gives her a kiss. "Thank you for the leg warmers. It must have taken you a long time to knit them. I'll wear them for good luck." When the sprites return to their dressing room, there is a surprise waiting for them. A bouquet of roses at each place. "See you tomorrow, Sprite," Libby says. "Good night, Sprite," says Heather. Do you dream of dancing on stage and jumping and flying and twirling? I think that's what I loved most about this book, how then I could go into my imagination and pretend that I was dancing on stage, that I was standing in the wings about to go on there and do a great performance. Would you like to do some dancing at home and pretend that you're about to do a great performance? I'm sure you will. You just put on some music. Or maybe you'd like to do one of my creative dance tutorials. I'm pretty sure there's some ones all about ballet on there. Well, however you spend the rest of your day, or even if it's nighttime and you're about to go to bed, I'm sure you'll have wonderful thoughts and dreams pretending you're a ballerina on stage. Well, until next time, bye.